You have fought your body. You have pushed through its signals. You have overridden its warnings. You have called it weak, unreliable, too sensitive. And still it has shown up for you, every single day. Your body is not your enemy. It never was. It has been trying to tell you something, from the very beginning. Today, we finally listen. We live in a culture that has declared war on the body, that treats physical symptoms as inconveniences to be managed, emotions as weaknesses to be overcome, and the signals of the nervous system as noise to be silenced. We push through exhaustion. We override hunger. We medicate discomfort without asking what it is communicating. We have learned to live in our heads, processing, analyzing, planning, while the body below the neck is treated as a vehicle, something that carries the mind from place to place and that ideally causes as little trouble as possible. But the body is not a vehicle, it is an information system. The most sophisticated, the most ancient, the most honest information system available to you. Every symptom is a signal. Every tension is a communication. Every unexplained pain, every chronic condition, every moment of sudden fatigue or inexplicable anxiety, these are not malfunctions. They are messages. The field of psychoneuroimmunology, the study of the connections between psychological processes, the nervous system, and the immune system, has documented with extraordinary precision what healers and wisdom traditions have known for centuries. The mind and the body are not separate systems. They are one system. And what happens in one happens in the other. Stress does not stay in the mind. It moves into the body, suppressing immune function, elevating cortisol, disrupting digestion, accelerating inflammation. Grief does not stay in the heart. It lives in the chest, in the throat, in the specific quality of heaviness that has no muscular explanation. Joy does not stay in the emotions. It expands the chest, relaxes the shoulders, brightens the eyes. The body and the mind speak the same language, and that language is sensation. What does the disconnection from the body actually look like in daily life? It looks like not knowing you are hungry until you are ravenous, not knowing you are tired until you collapse, not knowing you are sad until the grief erupts sideways, as anger, as numbness, as a physical illness that forces the rest your mind refused to take. It looks like chronic symptoms that medicine cannot fully explain, the headaches that arrive on Sunday evenings, the back pain that intensifies before difficult conversations, the digestive issues that flare in periods of stress, the autoimmune conditions that began, if you trace the timeline honestly, around a specific period of prolonged emotional difficulty. It looks like a relationship with the body that is primarily critical. A constant monitoring of what is wrong, what needs to be fixed, improved, controlled. A body that is never quite right, never quite enough, never quite trustworthy. And it looks like a profound surprise when the body is kind, when it heals faster than expected, when it finds pleasure easily, when it rests deeply and wakes refreshed. As if kindness from the body is an anomaly rather than its natural state. Let me give you some real examples of the mind-body connection in action. The person whose chronic back pain disappears during a vacation, not because they did anything different physically, but because the load they were carrying emotionally was temporarily lifted. The back was holding what the mind would not acknowledge. The person who gets sick every time they finally stop, after a period of intense stress, the moment they relax, the immune system finally processes what it was holding. The illness is not a punishment. It is the body completing what it was not allowed to complete during the stress. The person whose throat closes when they need to speak their truth, who loses their voice literally. Laryngitis, chronic throat clearing, an inexplicable tightness, in periods when speaking feels impossible or dangerous. The throat expressing what it cannot say. The person whose heart races in situations that feel like love but are actually familiar danger. The body recognizing the pattern before the mind does, sending signals that are interpreted as chemistry rather than warning. The body is always speaking. The question is whether we have learned to listen. Learning to listen to the body is not complicated, but it requires something that our culture has systematically trained out of us: patience with sensation. Most of us have learned to respond to body signals in one of two ways. We either override them, push through, ignore, suppress, or we catastrophize them, immediately interpreting every sensation as a threat, a symptom, something wrong. The middle path, the path of genuine listening, is to simply be with sensation, to notice it without immediately needing to fix it or flee from it, to approach the body with the same quality of curious, non-judgmental attention that we might offer a child who is trying to tell us something important. Because the body is always trying to tell us something important, I want to offer you a first practice, a simple body listening practice. Take a slow breath in and let it go. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable, or soften your gaze downward. Bring your attention to your body as a whole, not to any specific part, just the whole, the entire field of sensation. Now ask, silently, gently, body, what are you trying to tell me right now? Don't analyze the question. Don't try to answer it with your mind. Just ask it. And wait. Notice what arises. It might be a sensation, a temperature, a pressure, a color or image. It might be nothing yet. And that is also information. Stay with whatever arises for a moment. Breathe. Now place one hand on the area of your body that drew your attention and simply say, I hear you. I am here. Tell me more. Take another breath in and release. That act of asking, of turning toward the body with curiosity rather than frustration, is itself a healing act. The body has been waiting for that question. Now, a second practice. This one works with a specific symptom or area of chronic tension. Take a slow breath in and let it go. Bring your attention to one place in your body that often carries tension or discomfort or chronic sensation of any kind. Instead of trying to release it or fix it, I want you to get curious about it. If this sensation had a shape, what shape would it be? If it had a color, what color? If it had a temperature, warm or cool? If it had a texture, smooth or rough? And now, if this sensation had something it wanted to say, what might it be trying to tell you? You don't have to have a perfect answer. Just stay open. Just breathe. Take another breath in and release. That process of giving sensation a form, a shape, a color, a voice, begins to move it from something that is happening to you into something you are in relationship with. And relationship changes everything. And now, a third practice. This one is for daily use. A simple 30-second body check-in you can do anywhere. Take a slow breath in and let it go. Ask yourself 3 questions. First, what is my body doing right now? Am I holding my breath? Clenching my jaw? Bracing my shoulders? Just notice. Second, what does my body need right now? Water? Movement? Rest? A breath? Just ask. Third, what is my body trying to tell me right now? Not what my mind thinks, what my body knows. Take a breath in and release. Those 3 questions, asked once a day or once an hour, begin to rebuild the relationship between mind and body that disconnection has severed. They teach the mind that the body is a source of wisdom, not just a source of problems. Your body is not against you. It has never been against you. It has been carrying you through every difficult moment, every sleepless night, every heartbreak, every recovery, with a loyalty and a resilience that deserves something other than war. It deserves your attention, your curiosity, your gratitude. And when you offer those things, even imperfectly, even just beginning, something shifts. The body relaxes into being heard. The symptoms begin to speak rather than shout. The relationship between mind and body begins, slowly, to heal. Subscribe to Soul Decoded. And in the comments, what is your body trying to tell you right now? You don't have to have the answer. Just share what you notice. That noticing is already the beginning.